It's time for Crackin' It.
Let's get crackin'
with Max.
Welcome to the first episode of Crackin' It with Max. My name is Max Joseph, and today we'll be talking about Spider-Man Homecoming. So we're going to start off with a quick synopsis of this beauty. The story follows Peter Parker, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, who comes back home to live with his unusually hot Aunt May. Marissa, you and I are meant to be. Fresh after his battle in Captain America's Civil War, under the watchful-ish eye of mentor Tony Stark, Parker starts to embrace his newfound identity as Spider-Man. An identity that he uses to protect Queens, New York from crime, while also trying to balance his normal life as a high school student. He is put to the ultimate test as he dives deeper into vigilante justice and confronting the mysterious and powerful Vulture. So that's a brief synopsis of how the movie, what it is. I loved this movie. This is by far the best Spider-Man yet. The acting is brilliant, led by Tom Holland, an incredible breakout performance and featuring the one and only Robert Downey Jr., Jon Favreau, Marissa Tomei. She's so hot and it's very unusual. I love her. And of course, Michael Keaton, the best goddamn bird actor of all time. Anyway, I feel like this is the Spider-Man everyone was waiting for and needed. It was fun, it was well written, and an incredible thrill ride. Now for the moment you have all been waiting for. My possible Uranus Award nominations. Here we go. Best Director, John Watts, who somehow managed to bring the soul of John Hughes' movie into a superhero story without even overdoing it with sentiment. And that's no easy feat, but on top of that, he managed to make the sixth Spider-Man film the best Spider-Man film of all time. It is the GOAT. Can you name any sixth movie in a franchise that is the best? No, I can't. Maybe Harry Potter, Half-Blood. No. That's it. Best Actor in a Leading Role, Tom Holland. He's the greatest Spider-Man of all time. Why? Because we finally got the fun, young, and fresh Peter Parker we've always wanted. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield did great, but as Spider-Man, they seemed like to get their powers way too quickly. And Holland is clearly new to having this and still learning. Plus, having him be so young means we get to watch him grow. Our little baby boy. Sorry. Best Actor in a Supporting Role, the greatest Birdman of all time, Michael Keaton as Vulture. Keaton has this incredible, dominating presence that's equal parts terrifying and badass. More importantly, he fits into every scene, regardless of what he's doing. He is completely connected and totally convincing. Take me, Keaton. Let me fly with you. Tightest script. I laughed so hard at this movie. I connected deeply to the character development, I followed the story, and I cried at every inspirational moment. Folks, this script is as Coolest costumes, makeup, and hairstyling. Tell me, how dope was Spider-Man's costume? I don't know. The eyes, the pattern, the symbol. It felt more like Spider-Man than ever before. And not to mention, how awesome did Vulture look? Tyler, can I have a cool costume like that?
No!
Next. Most epic standoff. The car scene before the dance when Keaton says, "Don't mess with me. I almost won an Oscar for playing a bird." Most complex villain, Michael Keaton as Vulture. I loved his backstory. It's rare that we get a villain that we actively root against, but we also sympathized with. Plus, the pants wedding terror, that sympathy I mentioned did not take any of the bite away from his character. It's remarkable. This man can do no wrong in my book. Best romance, aka the Cupid Award, Peter and Liz. They brought this real and relatable teenage relationship to life while also maintaining Peter's constant balance struggle between school and being Spider-Man. I believed every second of it. It was beautiful. Funniest moment of the whole movie, I kid you not, I hollered in the theater. Hey, Spider-Man, do a flip! If you don't know what I'm talking about, rewatch it. It was brilliant. For Best Easter Egg / Cameo / Reference, aka the Stan Lee Award. Gwyneth Paltrow returning as Pepper Potts. Sup, girl? Long time no see. I thought you and Tony were taking a break. I don't know. Also, the tiger in the background of the introduction of MJ. So, okay, in the comics, when Peter first meets MJ, there was a tiger in the background, and they did the same thing. Because their school mascot was a tiger. Coincidence? I think not. Besides, if you recall, Tiger was a common nickname that MJ called Peter. Best movie poster. No, I'm not talking about the montage one. But how about those throwback posters honoring Taxi Driver, The Breakfast Club, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Brilliant marketing. Well done, team. I'm not clapping to anyone. Good. Best fight sequence. The final fight between Spider-Man and Vulture at the ferry. This has to be one of the most exciting sequences in recent memory. The best one before that I can think of is, well, it was kind of recent, was the Civil War airport scene. But this was really good. Most rockin' music. So Marvel just has a way of crushing this. They're always furthering the plot and making the music be a character. A lot of movies just have a soundtrack and it does nothing for the story. They did a brilliant job of combining score and soundtrack to bring even more life into the film. Worst kept secret. Who Zendaya was playing. We all know it, and now they're trying to say that, no, that may not be the real MJ. My favorite category. Biggest surprise, aka the M. Night Shyamalan Award. Okay, tell me you didn't nearly shit yourself when Keaton Vulture opened the door to reveal himself as Liz's dad. Holy shit! I was screaming! Best trailer. You know how it goes. So many trailers put essentially the entire movie in there, but not this time. Thank you. Thank you. They didn't show too much, the perfect amount to get me pumped. But not so much that I wasted both time and the money, which I don't have. Best Marvel film. Duh. Most anticipated movie. From the moment it was announced, so many people kept a really close eye on their social media for updates, announcements, and tidbits. The amount of excitement leading up to this film is undeniable. The most memorable moment / feels award. I kid you not, I was weeping when Spider-Man was under the rubble and he screamed out, "Help!" And he just let out this like primal scream. And when he saw his face in the reflection, but one half was his face and the other half was the mask, nod to the comic, it was beautiful. I lived for it. The big question, would I nominate this for Best Picture? Yes. This movie was amazing. Amazing! Thank you so much for watching the first episode of Crackin' It with Max. If you want to see more content, become a patron on Patreon and we'll be able to create more awesome videos. You can find that info in the description and somewhere on this video. Also, the Uranus Awards has a podcast. Listen to a bunch of dudes argue about movies. Link is also in the description and possibly somewhere near my body. Last, make sure to vote for your favorite movies at the end of the year for the First Annual Uranus Awards, which will be live streamed on January 14th, 2018. That's it. Bye!